To kick off the second Harry Potter sequel, Harry is at his aunt and uncle's house for the summer where he is mistreated, but he deals with it because every school year, he gets to go to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, as he is a wizard himself. Harry's uncle, Vernon Dursley, tells Harry that he has some business friends coming over tonight and tells Harry that he will stay upstairs the whole night and not make a peep or he will be grounded without food. Harry says he will be quiet and he will shut himself in his room. When Harry goes upstairs to his room, he is shocked to see a tiny little creature jumping around on his bed. The ugly little thing introduces himself and says his name is Dobby, and he is a house elf who came to tell Harry that he cannot go back to Hogwarts this school year because dangerous things are about to happen there. Harry tells him he's going to school, and Dobby gets upset and starts banging his head on the dresser, making a ton of noise, and Vernon can hear it from the floor below. Harry starts chasing Dobby around the house, and Dobby uses his magical abilities to drop a cake on one of Vernon's guests. Vernon thinks Harry did it, and he locks Harry in his room and boards up his window. The following night, Ron shows up with Fred and George in a flying car, and they rescue Harry from the Dursleys and fly him to their house, which is called the Burrow. When they get there, Molly Weasley is not happy with them for taking the car, but is glad to see Harry is with them safe and sound. Harry meets Ron's dad, Arthur Weasley, who works for the Ministry of Magic. Harry and all of the Weasleys head to Diagon Alley to get their school supplies for the upcoming school year, where they meet up with Hermione as well. In one of the bookstores, a famous wizard named Gilderoy Lockhart is doing a book signing, and everyone learns that Lockhart will be the new defense against the dark arts teacher for the school year. Lockhart is known for fighting and defeating many dark wizards over his lifetime, and he relishes in his fame. They also run into Draco Malfoy, where Ginny Weasley tells Draco to leave her family alone. But then Draco's father, Lucius Malfoy, makes fun of Harry for hanging out with the dirt poor Weasleys. The following day, everyone heads to King's Cross to board the Hogwarts Express, but after everyone else goes through the wall, the portal closes on Harry and Ron for some reason. They don't know what to do, so they decide to take the flying car as their method of transportation to Hogwarts, knowing they will get in trouble if caught. They end flying to Hogwarts successfully, but right when they get there, the car starts acting up and it crashes into the Whomping Willow, a tree that does not like visitors. The willow completely smashes up the car and Ron's wand, but thankfully, Harry and Ron get out before they get injured. The car then drives off into the Forbidden Forest. Snape finds them and tells Harry and Ron they got caught by muggles driving a flying car, and they are in big trouble. Snape wants them expelled, but since Professor McGonagall is the head of Gryffindor, she just gives them detention. The school year starts and Harry, Ron, and Hermione start their classes, including subjects like herbology and defense against the dark arts. In the Great Hall for lunch one day, Ron receives a howler from his mom telling him if he steps another foot out of line, he will be sent home and will not go to Hogwarts anymore. In defense against the dark arts one day, Lockhart shows them how to deal with Cornish pixies, but when they get loose, he doesn't know how to get them under control, and Hermione has to be the one that does it. Harry finds out that the Slytherin Quidditch team got a new seeker this year, and he's not even surprised when he learns it is Draco, because his dad bought his way onto the team. Draco calls Hermione a mudblood with his magical slur, and Ron tries to curse him, but since his wand is broken, it backfires and Ron starts puking slugs. They go to Hagrid's hut where Hagrid tells him mudblood is a slur meaning dirty blood, said to people that come from Muggle parents, which Hermione did. There are 3 types of wizards: purebloods, half-bloods, and Muggle-born. Draco and Ron are purebloods. Harry is a half-blood and Hermione is Muggle-born. Harry is walking around the corridors one night, and he starts hearing the word kill through the walls, but Hermione and Ron don't hear anything. Then they come upon a wall that has the words, "The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air beware," painted in blood. And Filch's cat, Mrs. Norris, has been petrified, pretty meaning put in a coma. Everyone thinks Harry did it, but he assures everyone he is innocent. Dumbledore promises Filch that they will be able to cure his cat whenever the next batch of mandrakes is done, which can cure petrified people and animals. In class, Hermione asks Professor McGonagall what the Chamber of Secrets is. She says there is rumored to be a secret part of the castle that was created when it first was built, and there is said to be a creature guarding the Chamber of Secrets, but she says they have never found anything after searching the whole castle. It was said to be created by Salazar Slytherin as a way to get rid of all Muggles-borns from the school, as he saw them as lesser wizards. The Chamber of Secrets was rumored to be opened 50 years ago and a girl was killed, but as said earlier, they've never found it. Hermione tells Ron and Harry she thinks the Chamber of Secrets has been opened again, and whoever the heir of Slytherin is the one that opened it and wrote the message on the wall. They automatically assume Malfoy, as he has a distaste for Muggleborns and his whole family has been in Slytherin. A few days later is the first Quidditch match of the season, and Gryffindor is playing Slytherin, and Hagrid once again notices someone is trying to jink Harry and sending a rogue bludger after him. Harry is too good at Quidditch though, and he is able to grab the snitch even after the bludger breaks his arm. In the hospital wing that night, Harry wakes up to Dobby in his face, and Dobby tells Harry he told him not to come to school this year, and he was the one that jinxed the bludger because he wants Harry to be safe and not be at Hogwarts when the Chamber of Secrets is opened. Harry is also shocked whenever he overhears Dumbledore tell McGonagall that another student has been petrified and the Chamber of Secrets has really been opened once again. Hermione tells Harry and Ron that they need to go undercover and find a way to get Draco to admit that he is the heir of Slytherin. She tells them there is a potion called Polyjuice Potion that allows the drinker to shapeshift and take the form of another. It takes a month to brew, but when it is done, they are going to disguise themselves as Draco's best friends and see if he will tell them anything about the heir of Slytherin. They are brewing the potion in the girls' bathroom on the 3rd floor that never gets used, but has a girl named Moaning Myrtle that lives in it. A few days later, all of the second years attend a dueling club hosted by Professor Lockhart. Draco and Harry duel each other, and Draco sends a curse at Harry that makes a snake attack him. But Harry starts talking to the snake in Parseltongue, snake language, and everyone is completely shocked by this. Harry doesn't think much of it, but Hermione and Ron tell him that it's a very rare gift, and now everyone is going to think he is the heir of Slytherin because the Slytherin house animal is a serpent, and everyone starts treating Harry different. Harry roams the halls one night after the library, and he comes upon another student that has been petrified, and Filch catches him looking at the body and sends Harry to Dumbledore's office. Harry swears to Dumbledore that he isn't the one doing the attacks, and Dumbledore believes him, but asks him if there is anything he isn't telling him. Harry decides against telling Dumbledore about the voices he is hearing behind the walls. A month passes, and during Christmas break, the Polyjuice Potion is ready, and all three of Harry, Hermione, and Ron take it to disguise themselves as Crabbe, Goyle, and Millicent. After Hermione takes her potion, something is wrong, and she tells Ron and Harry to go on without her. Disguised as Crabbe and Goyle, they go talk to Draco in the Slytherin common room and learn that Draco isn't the heir of Slytherin and doesn't know who it is, but he backs whoever is doing it and hopes they get Hermione next. They go back to Hermione, and she didn't go with them because she accidentally turned herself into a cat with the potion, and she is sent to the hospital wing for a few days. Harry and Ron are walking around one night, and Harry notices a book lying on the floor, so he picks it up and takes it with him. He inspects it later, and it is blank, but the name Tom Marvolo Riddle is on the back of it, and Harry realizes it is a journal. It is a magical journal, and the words disappear after you write in it, and Harry is able to communicate with Tom Riddle. The journal then sucks Harry in and takes him back 50 years ago when Tom Riddle was a student at Hogwarts. Harry sees the memory which shows Tom Riddle outing Hagrid as the one who opened the Chamber of Secrets, and his pet spider, Aragog, was the beast that killed the girl, and Hagrid was expelled from Hogwarts despite claiming his innocence. Harry then goes back to present day and tells Ron and Hermione what he saw, and they don't believe that Hagrid was guilty either, but he was the fall guy, and that is why Dumbledore kept him around. A few days later, McGonagall asks to see Harry and Ron, and she shows them Hermione, who was petrified while in the library. Harry and Ron know they have to find out who is doing this or Hogwarts will be closed, so they sneak out at night and go talk with Hagrid. But while talking to him, they have to hide under the cloak because the Minister of Magic and Lucius Malfoy show up to arrest Hagrid, as they believe he has once again opened the Chamber of Secrets. On his way out, Hagrid says out loud to follow the spiders to find the answers they are looking for. Harry and Ron follow all the spiders out into the forest where they are met by a huge one, and its name is Aragog. It was the creature thought to be hiding in the Chamber of Secrets 50 years ago, but Aragog tells Harry and Ron he and Hagrid are innocent, and the creature guarding the Chamber of Secrets is far frightening than itself. Harry and Ron go back to the castle, and Harry realizes the creature guarding the Chamber of Secrets is a basilisk, which is a giant serpent, and that's why Harry can hear it through the walls, and no one else can. They then overhear some of the staff talking, and Ginny Weasley has been taken into the Chamber of Secrets. Dumbledore says they must send the students home at once before anyone else goes missing, but Harry tells Ron they have to save his sister. Harry thinks he knows where the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets is, and they go get Lockhart since he fights dark wizards. But they learn that he is a fraud and all of his stories are fabricated. They don't care, and they order him to come with them to save Ginny. The three of them go to the bathroom, where Moaning Myrtle stays because Harry realized she was the girl that was killed 50 years ago. Harry speaks parcel tongue, and the bathroom sink opens up to create an entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. The three of them go down the pipe, and once down there, Lockhart tries stealing Ron's wand to conduct a memory charm on them since they know the truth. But since the wand is broken, the spell backfires and Lockhart forgets who he is. The ceiling then collapses and Ron and Harry get separated by rocks. But Harry says he will go on and go save Ginny. Harry then enters the Chamber of Secrets and sees Ginny's body unconscious on the ground. The memory of Tom Riddle then walks up to him, and Harry finally realizes Tom Riddle was the one who opened the Chamber of Secrets 50 years ago, and he is the heir of Slytherin. It is also then revealed that Tom Riddle is actually Lord Voldemort, but when he was growing up as a student going to Hogwarts before the name change. He is trying to steal Ginny's soul to put in his so he can come back to life and rule the wizarding world once again. He has been controlling Ginny's mind with the diary all school year, and she is the one who he tricked into opening the Chamber of Secrets. Riddle then calls the basilisk to kill Harry, but we know that ain't happening and Harry is able to kill the huge snake with the sword of Gryffindor. The soul-switching process is almost complete, but then Harry grabs a basilisk fang and stabs Tom Riddle's diary 3 times, destroying the memory of Tom Riddle, and he disintegrates. Ginny wakes up and thanks Harry for saving her life, and they use Dumbledore's phoenix, Fox, to fly out of the Chamber of Secrets with Ron and Lockhart. Dumbledore thanks Harry for saving the school once again and finding the true culprit behind the attacks. All of the petrified people are revived and no deaths took place. Lucius Malfoy shows up angry with Dumbledore, and Harry realizes Lucius was the one who put Tom Riddle's diary in Ginny's cauldron in Diagon Alley, and he jump-started this whole Chamber of Secrets ordeal. Lucius tells him he can't prove it, and then he leaves and Harry sees that Dobby is the house elf slave for the Malfoys. Harry runs back to Lucius and tricks Lucius into giving Dobby a sock, which frees Dobby from any slave contract with the Malfoys, and he is now a free elf. Lucius tries doing the killing spell on Harry, but Dobby stops him and makes him fly backwards. Dobby thanks Harry for everything and giving him his freedom. In the Great Hall, Hermione is glad to see her besties again, and Gryffindor once again wins the House Cup thanks to Harry and Ron saving the school and keeping it open. Hagrid also is cleared of all charges and is able to return back to Hogwarts. That is where this one ends. We'll get Prisoner of Azkaban uploaded next, so I hope you can check that one out too. Thanks for watching.